Um, I've I've been watching Bravestarr for a while, as y'all have hopefully seen in my other videos. If y'all haven't, I suggest y'all go look at them. They're on my channel. And anyway, so I'm not only a Bravestarr fan, I'm also a Gunsmoke, Bonanza, and I've watched pretty much all the Riflemen, so that's gotten a little dull. But I'm all their fans as well. I don't go by any titles. I just enjoy the shows. But anyway, so I started when I first started actually watching Bravestarr. I started noticing that um, Marshall Marshall Bravestarr. I wish he had a last name, but he don't. And Judge J.B. McBride, Judge J.B McBride. She has a last name. I'm happy for that. They had a pretty good relationship. Didn't go off as well, but they had a relationship either way. So, on Gunsmoke, there's. Hold up, let me get it up here. But, there's a couple on there. If y'all know it, I bet y'all know these two. But, let me pull it up here because I kinda didn't prepare. My bad. And anyway, so here are these folks. I'll go down the list here. This is Newly O'Brien over here. He's a gunsmith. Dr. Adams, medical doctor. Sam the barkeep. Miss Kitty Russell. Miss Kathleen Russell, however you want to call her. But she's the saloon owner. Marshall Dillon. Matthew Dillon. He's awesome. And then we got Ken Curtis, or Festus. Well, Ken Curtis played Festus. James Arness played Marshall Dillon. Amanda Blake. Glenn Stranger. Milburn Stone and Buck Taylor played Newly O'Brien. There's only one of these folks still alive, and that would be Newly O'Brien, or Buck Taylor. But, anyway, so I got to looking at Bravestarr and Gunsmoke, and not only do the characters act quite a bit alike, except maybe Marshall Dillon's a bit wiser than Marshall Bravestarr when it comes to certain things, but vice versa. And, anyway, so I thought that was interesting. Judge JB and Miss Kitty, though, they are pretty much all the same. And anyway, so I got to thinking, could Gunsmoke have been somewhat implied by Bravestarr, as in the rest of my videos it had? Or I believe that Disney or whoever made those shows may have taken some ideas from the characters. But then I remembered that in Gunsmoke it started in 1955. Bravestarr didn't go until the 1980s. So maybe they took Marshall Dillon and Miss Kitty and made Bravestarr instead. I thought it was a cool note to go by. And I think it's cool. But anyway, so I'll get the other two here. Give me a sec. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just not here today. Well, not fully, at least. But anyway, so here's Bravestarr and JB. This here's Bravestarr. This here's Judge JB. And anyway, so another note that I would like to point out is that Marshall Dillon, he was not always on the side of the law. He was a thief, I believe. A petty thief, pretty much. He didn't rob no banks or nothing, from my understanding of it. I don't know the extent, though. Don't. Anyway, so he was picked up by a marshal at the time and was mentored by that marshal. Well, Marshal Bravestarr was raised by Shaman, who, as far as I know, had no blood relation to him. He, Bravestarr's homeland was, attacked by Stampede's dino monster thingies. They're shown in the movie. I don't know what they're called. But, anyway, so, excuse me. Bravestarr, he was raised by a shaman, taught right and wrong. And, Marshal Dillon, he was taught by this other marshal. Can't remember his name at the moment because I haven't seen the episode in I don't know how many years. But I thought it was a cool note to go by. And anyway, so y'all let me know. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.